So we're changing jets once again. So we're going down a little bit because the car is still surging. Now we're feeling like it might be loading up. So I'm going to show you a little bit of video of what we actually do to remove the carburetor, which doesn't take but about 10 minutes or less actually. So Jill's got the video here. So let me get in here and take the gas loose. So we got to take the gas line loose so we get the right wrench. Oh, see it's got too much gas in there. Way too much. So that's what we're talking about. To repaint my valve cover. So we pull the vacuum loose over here, pull the fuel line, take the linkage loose, and that's about as simple as it gets. Then I just have to loosen the 4 bolts on the carburetor. The engine's warm now, so it's a little bit more of a, gotta be a little careful. This one's, I can't get the ratchet into, so I have to do it by hand, like that. Okay, now come loose. That's close enough. Back out a little. And this one there, this little nut here is kind of tight to get to, so I ratchet it all the way loose. Get my finger in there where I don't lose the nut. Now I'll move to the other side, so it's staying in there. And I got the 2 bolts, or 2 nuts to take loose on this side. Actually, not bolts. You can back out a little. Okay. Oh, did I lose it? I did. Did you see it?
No.
And it's dropped down in there. Darn it. All right, I'll find it. The carburetor off. I'll find it. Okay, so I'm going to take the carburetor off. Bring it over here on the bench. All right, so we're going to take the primary side of the carburetor loose. So what I'll do is we're going to get a little gas out of here, just a little bit. It always happens. Just a minute. I've done this only about, I think, 8 times now, so I'm about to NASCAR it here in the pits, it seems like. It's not a huge deal. You got to figure out what size jets to put in it to make the thing run right. It's surging now, so it means that we're getting too much fuel. So we put 58, number 58 jets in, and there goes the gas. And they proved to be, we can smell it, and we all know it's loading up. So it's been kind of a challenge figuring out what size jets to put in the little rascal. We thought we went way too low. We've had 47s in it. We actually drilled those out to 55s and put it in it, and it made it better, but I think it was too much better, and we didn't know that, and we put 58s in it, which actually made it even worse. So now, what I'm doing, as I said, is pulling the primary side off. So there that is. It's your float on the primary side. The jets are right here. There's two of them, right here and here. So I'm gonna reach in there and take jet out. They're a little tight. They gotta be tight. So take one out. And two. Worst of it is, cost me 15 bucks every time I buy another set of jets, so that doesn't excite me too much. These are 51s. We started the stock as 53. I was going to go back to that and see. I'd made a couple other changes, but we decided maybe we just need to drop down while we do it, so that's what I'm doing. So these are 51s, yeah, 51s. Okay, well, just tight. They don't have to be manhandled, just tight. That's all I need. Okay, got that. You on time? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm just I'm gonna set this on here, and if you need to, you can stop the video.
Anytime.
So I'll just put it back together here. So we're just tightening it down. Again, these need to be tight, but again, not manhandled, just tight. So that's what I'm doing. Just obviously don't want it leaking. Okay, so they're tight. So now we'll just go back, literally put it back on the carburetor, or back on the motor, engine, whatever. She's a little warm yet, so a little tricky. Gotta kind of be careful of that. I just kind of stick in the fuel line. Actually fell right in place. It was ready to go back in, so I'll just get that started. Vacuum line put on right there. I usually go around the other side, but I think I can do it. So get it on. All right, so it's on. And this nut right up here in the front's kind of a booger. Just can't get into it very good, so I'm gonna kind of sneak up on it here a little. Take my time, get it to start. There we go. Get it started, then I'll put the ratchet on it here in a minute. Got it started. All right, so we'll get the back one on. Back one has the attachment for the spring for the accelerator. So it's hard to get into with a ratchet. You can't get underneath there with a ratchet, so I just do it with a open end wrench, 7/16. I'll just slightly snug it down, get it kind of prepped. That's just snug down, that's it. And go on the other side. Oops. All right, so we'll get the nuts on this side. Make sure the vacuum's on there. Okay, again, you want it tight. Better have a socket on it to do it. want it tight, but not overly tight. Now again, I'll kind of work my way around these. Okay, so I'm gonna just check them. Make sure they're all tight. Okay. Whether it's necessary or not, but I do kind of go around them in a square to make sure I don't warp it or anything, so just kind of work my way around. Okay, now I got to tighten the fuel line up. I don't want to forget that little rascal. Okay, so we got the fuel line, and now we'll put the linkage back on it. Only works in one hole on here, so there's really no decision to be made on that. The decision has been made. And that's all adjusted, so we don't have to worry about adjusting anything anymore. We did that in the very beginning. Get my little pin started in here. Oops, I had it and pulled it out. All right, make the spring back on it. So we'll check, make sure we're tight. Fuel line, vacuum, tight there, we're tight there. So I'll put the air cleaner back on it. In the nut, and that's it. So we're gonna go start it, but we won't video that, so that's good. So that's all there is to it. I've done it multiple times.